guys, welcome back. Here's the boy Donovan. On the preview, I just wanted to make a shout out to myself because, as you might know, I have dropped recently this album called The Fabulous Man that you can find on any music platform. And I've also released videos of me singing those songs during rehearsals. Three of the songs on the album, and one of the my favorite Whitney Houston song, "You're Still My Man." So you can check that on the Instagram, Catapax, or on this Sigma Philosophy YouTube channel. So in now this video, because the last time I was talking about what is the mindset that you should have in order to properly approach women in your everyday life, and now we gonna stick around pretty much with the same sort of mental obstacles that you're gonna have when it comes to breaking ice with women's. And today I'm going to talk about what psychologists like to call the social proof. So um, here we are really starting to dig into what Sigma philosophy is all about, because you might wonder, but why did I call it Sigma? Sigma is obviously when you have the social sexual pyramid hierarchy. Everybody knows that on top you're gonna find out the alpha male, then in the middle the beta male, and then you're gonna find out at the very bottom what we often call the omega. So this is a very gross representation of personalities, but it kind of help out trying to locate where individuals, especially men, can be, locating them into the social game. It's a gross way to do it, but it's still pretty valuable. Okay, so the thing today is we're gonna talk about Sigma personality, which is pretty much the alter ego of the alpha male. We used to say he has the same personality, the same capacities, but he goes on its own. Well, it's more complicated than that. And today I'm gonna give one aspect for me of what a Sigma male is and why seduction embraces Sigma personality so well. So the thing about Sigma is pretty much about the way you behave with your surrounding, whether your neighbor, whether your colleagues, whether anybody else that is in your ecosystem of acquaintance, let's say. So the thing is, we often say that reputation is your social currency, and I believe it's true. But at the same time, when you're approaching women's, pretty much off the reel like that in the street, uh, you are likely to diminish your reputation on the eyes of the bystanders, because obviously this is something pretty unusual nowadays, and this is especially something that do not fit with the mold, in terms that now in nowadays modern societies in the Western world, we're trying to have people that are transparent. They won't have to say anything. Even maybe your parents are have told you someday, don't talk to strangers, for example. So the deal is, oh yeah, wrong idea. The deal is, uh, you're gonna have to show your true colors in here, and some people, unfortunately, are going to react to it. So most of them won't have their take, so they won't trying to be part of the conversation, or trying to step up, or coming up to you and interrupt you, but still you're gonna have this presence, this height witnessing around you, all around you, and if you're not prepared for that, if you're not braced up for that, you're gonna feel cringeworthy in some sort of way. So the very fundamental mindset to have before you really start to set up some sessions, set up tactics and plans on what angle should I have when I'm approaching someone. All those tactics that I'm going to later cover. The first base layer for you in order to practice seduction pretty much everywhere is to have a high uh, capacity to undergo intense social proof and social pressure, let's say. Okay, so uh, it's gonna be because it's gonna be relentless. All right, everywhere, whether let's say at a drugstore, let's say into a mall, even in the streets, you're gonna have people on the sidewalks, walking alongside, and you are definitely standing out from the crowd when you randomly stumble into somebody and stop this person in order to try to have a conversation with. So think about it. So for me, the best way to practice that is first of all, because I'm not here to tell you that overnight you are going to change your personality and suddenly become someone with this tremendous self-esteem and confidence, and you're gonna go out there on the street. This is not the right way to do it. This is way too brutal for you. So my thing is, you should start step by step building this confidence. So for example, if you are hiking the street, just tell yourself how far away I am from doing it with I witness all around. What would it take for me to do it? Obviously, you have this personality obstacle. You are not used to break the mold like that, to be groundbreaking like that. So maybe the first thing that you're gonna do is not stopping a lady, but stopping a guy. You're gonna just say hi, and whatever you want to say, whether you want to make a compliment or asking for anything, but just being comfortable in talking in public up front a bunch of people, up front a crowd almost. Okay, so you can start just stopping a stranger, not necessarily a girl that is attracting you, but anybody. The second thing, as an advice to apply as an exercise, will be to practice. This is so obvious that I should not say that, but you're gonna have to cope with it all along the way. So the best way to immune yourself from this social burden is to practice. So when I'm saying that is when you're gonna start doing sessions, the thing is I don't want you to trying to get sneaky and waste your time following the girl, because you might look like a stalker. So you it's gotta be straightforward. It's gotta be I see her and I find a way, even though the circumstances are not in my favor, even though the odds are against me, I gotta be doing it. I gotta be laying it on the line and interrupt her. For example, a bus stop. A bus stop is a great example of an intense pressure with people taking part of the scenery. Um, but this is a great exercise. So maybe I would say trying to ask a stranger at a bus stop up front other people. But at the same time, I said don't be too brutal. So obviously, the first ones you're gonna be comfortable. Maybe you're gonna have a friend going along with you. But if you try to avoid social proof, no matter what, you're not gonna approach plenty of women. That's the bottom line. So you gotta choose. You can immune yourself and start to stack the odds for you, or you can be a coward and chicken out and when you see a lady, she's at a bus stop, you're gonna step in a bus and follow her until her house. This is ridiculous. You're not gonna do it, okay? But sometimes you have this temptation because, well, it may be too difficult to do it all of a sudden. So think about it. You're not here to waste your time. To waste your time. Sorry, you're not here to be pretended as a sociopath. So be careful what you do. The best way is to be raw, to be honest and straightforward, not to go around in circles. Okay, so think about it. For your reputation, it's cringe because if you do it in front of everybody, your reputation is shattering. But if you are too sneaky and you're trying to isolate somebody out of the crowd and being this kind of this bloodsucker, then your reputation might going down on drain even further. So that's all up to you, okay? So here I'm gonna bounce back at the Sigma philosophy mentality because at the end of the day, I've been trying to patch up something for you to get started, but the most important thing is upcoming. Sigma it means you're a lone wolf. It means you're independent. It means you can go on your own, do whatever you want to do without any social proof enduring you. So the thing here is for long-term sort of outlook, it's much more important for you, sorry, to seek this new personality, which, okay, gonna relapse a little bit. So it's much more important for you to seek this new personality, which involve in so many things that I'm gonna lay on the table for you. I'm gonna roll out the red carpet for you to get there. By the time's going with in the next videos and over the next months and years maybe. But finally, if you're a Sigma male, I think you can easily imagine that reputation is not your primary concern. So with that being said, whether the bystanders are observing the scene or not, finally it doesn't take its toll on you because you're a Sigma. And Sigma is being independent, being immune against the common wired ideas and I was following someone that would eventually call it the bandwagon mentality. So always to be in a on the right track, but not on your right track, but on the track that eventually society and your parents or your friends have been deciding for you. So you're not standing out from the crowd, being very usual and being this commoner. Uh, while when you choose to switch into Sigma philosophy, let's say no, when you choose to behave like a Sigma, you are taking the bulls by the horns. You're acting for yourself, for your interest, and this is very important because there's a whole reflection to have about modern day people's mindset. We live in a world where your primary concern is gonna be the way you are surviving. Okay, you have a 9 to 5 job because you gotta afford your lifestyle. You may have uh, mortgages, any sort of commitments where you are the in and out in this situation. So you are acting for yourself. And finally, when you have this hindsight, approaching women's is for yourself. And you can even have this motto in mind, but if you're not doing it, maybe there's somebody else 5 minutes later that is going to doing at your place. So sexual marketplace is a very is a jungle, okay? And in the jungle, we follow the law of the jungle. The strongest is gonna survive, and the most fragile are going to fade away. That's the truth. The world is unfair, guys, but you're gonna have to dwell on that and keep my advice for granted. Social proof is always gonna be here, but it's your responsibility to be dealing with it and make sure that it is not putting brakes into your project, which is obviously encountering women's uh, whenever, wherever, and however you want. Okay, so that was episode 3. Um, we're gonna keep going with this mindset advice because this is really important for me to pave the way and make sure that you have the right clues on the personality aspect before I'm going to talk about sessions and how you drive a conversation and how do you smile to somebody in a charming way and all those both tactics and mastery. So that was the boy Donovan. Nice to have you. Please subscribe and share. And if you like it, leave a comment. And I'm going to see you real soon. See you.